It appears that more and more 20-somethings are heading back to the nest after college, and some of those making the choice might just surprise you. Case in point, Phillip Lindsay, a rookie star for the Denver Broncos who lives comfortably in his mom and dad's basement. So, why are some millennials making the choice? Joining us now, a young man with a story much like Phillip Lindsay. His name is Billy McAllister. Like Phillip Lindsay, he is home. Unlike Phillip Lindsay, he's not in the National Football League. Welcome to the show. And first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you opted to move back home.
Yeah, so I'm Billy McAllister. I went to school at St. Joseph's University in Philadelphia, and I just graduated this past May with an accounting, finance, and risk management insurance degree. And why did I opt to stay at home? So when thinking about it, everyone, when graduating college, you know, they want to live in the city and be with their friends, and it's such a fun and exciting experience. But something that I took into consideration, especially with my accounting and finance background, is that having to save money, you know. So I decided to stay at home and save the money so then eventually in a year or two that I'd be able to buy my own place in Philadelphia or in New Jersey.
Well, I know the old theory is that, you know, your family always has to take you back, but I'm assuming your mom was quite happy to have you back in the house.
Yeah, my mom was definitely quite happy to have me back, especially since I'm an only child. So she's helping make lunches and cooking me dinner. She loves it. So she loves having me back.
Well, let me ask you quickly, because, you know, there is a millennial stereotype of kids that don't move out because they're lazy. You seem to be very highly motivated. You've got a degree. You've got a plan. How about dealing with that stereotype? Do you get that once in a while, and does it bother you at all?
I think when people hear my explanation behind why I'm living at home, it's because I'm saving and then trying to eventually get my own place makes sense to them.
Billy, hang with us for a few minutes. We're going to bring in two people who are not living at home with mom now, but have probably done it at some point after they graduated college. Former prosecutor and current defense attorney Bob Bianchi and social commentator Lisa Durden. Bob, we'll start with you.
Okay.
Is it cool you can go home again?
Stay home for as long as possible. You know, a serious story. My dad was so angry at my mother, who was kind of trying to push me out. He felt that he should be in a family with all the family, like he was, his great-grandfather, his grandfather's father. The family unit kept together. But this kid, Billy, I gotta show mad respect. He's doing it for dollars. I stayed home really long for meatballs, chicken cutlet, and homemade pasta.
And mozzarella cheese?
And I saved no money. I saved nothing. I got fat. That's all I did.
God.
But you know what? I miss being home with my parents. I don't know why millennials have to feel, or anybody feels that we should be, for some reason, pushed out the door into the quote-unquote real world. Stay in the womb for as long as you can. You know why? Because nothing's more important than family.
Lisa, what's your take on all this?
No, it's weird. Now, my father was an old countryman from Georgia, and he would say, Marjorie, why are these kids still in this house after the age of 18? It's too much education. My mother said, JC, let the kids live. So, like, I'm that kid that came back home after being out on my own because I wanted to save money to buy a house. I wasn't a lazy lima bean. I saved my little coin. And so I stayed about a year, and I saved my coins, and I bought a house.
Billy, you know, real quick, how do you feel about this, and what's your plan now? I mean, do you have a schedule?
So I kind of have it planned out for myself that I'm hoping to buy a house after next busy season. So in March of 2020 is when I'm going to start looking, because I have some money saved from when I worked while in high school and worked while in college. And now with my real world job, I'm saving a little more coins than I was back then.
All right, Billy. Hey, great stuff. Really appreciate you chiming in with us today.
Coins.
Billy McAllister. He's a stay-at-home kid who's got a plan, and he's making some money. So good luck to you. Happy New Year. A+ panel. Applause for him. Way to work.
All right.
Save those coins.